7 years in writing on the fucking thing. Jesus.
Well,
Credited. Credited with
we have a lot of credited writers.
That's true.
Actually, from the last guys we were talking about, I was asking about the Snorks versus the Smurfs sketch. Who came up with it and why? 'Cause that's like my all-time favorite.
Well, that was mine. I mean, even as a child, you would.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You want to take some credit?
I believe I voiced everyone in that sketch.
Even as a kid, you understood that the Smurfs were popular. Therefore, there was this other show that was trying to hijack the popularity of something else, and so it was pretty easy to put those two together, and they naturally were at odds with each other.
Which is amazing. The Private Ryan, the Jokey Smurf being, super diabolical.
The thing about those Smurfs is each of their character motivations is right there in their name, so it is impossible not to write them at least halfway decent.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of them are just vices
Yeah.
that they get named for.
Vanity. That's
Yeah.
That's it. It's all I am is vain. Yeah.
Anyone else want to
If you
jump
guys
in?
got tapped out with sign writers and Wells, that's cool, man. Yeah.
We're just fulfilling your quota for awkward silence.
Sweet.
We could all just.
Nothing's better in animation than silence. Sweet.
Don't even move the dolls.
Yeah. Nope. We should do a silent episode. It's so boring.
We keep every season. We want to do a one whole episode devoid of jokes, like a straight
But
drama.
it's just super serious episode.
Just like some terrible tragedy, but have no fun with it whatsoever. And
I'm so confused, just waiting to laugh.
That'd be the great thing is when the credits pop up, you're like, what the fuck? Kind of great.
Just bathroom potty.
Yeah.
Just for the release.
That'd be good.
That's probably one of the biggest laughs.
yeah, well, some people won't let us do it. Yeah.
Matt's stupid. Matt's stupid.
Which characters have you guys wanted to do? I've asked them too. What characters have you wanted to do that you haven't gotten around to doing? You just haven't got the right time, but it's always been a reminding guy. Give these guys
Boy, I mean, we get to do pretty much whatever we want. Always felt like there's something more to do with Kim Possible, because she's this teenage girl with the most irresponsible parents. They let her go out and get shot at for a living, and we've never quite come close to nailing that. That's one that I always think about. But other than that, I can't say we're dying to do another Batman sketch or something. We've sort of tapped out.
There's always the board of properties that we haven't really quite tackled. You were mentioning
Dexter's
Lab. And I remember a couple of years ago, Ben 10 was on there, and I was like, you know what? Today's the day I'm gonna crack that fucker open. I'm gonna get Ben 10, and I was like, set it on my laptop. I was like, first of all, what is Ben 10? So I looked it up. I Wikipedia'd it, and I was reading the Wikipedia, and I'm reading it, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? He turns into how many? Oh, fuck that. And I was like, that's the end of that. So.
Do you guys ever get really excited when you see some new absurd cartoon coming out? It's like, oh, this is fodder. This is just perfect for us. Or do they?
I get excited more about movies. I get more excited about when movies come out. Honestly, I was busy doing my other thing, but when I saw the first thing I thought when I was watching Man of Steel and the first kind of fun, silly moment came, I was like, oh my god, someone's gonna write this on the show. Who's it gonna be?
Was it the dog? They left the dog.
Was it what? Oh no.
God.
They
Yeah.
one loves and one hates the aspect of the dog.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think. What was my first? I can't remember what the first moment was. But then by the end of it, I was just like, I'm so bummed I didn't turn my phone on to write 1,000 notes watching the movie.
That dog was a turning point. It's like when Shia LaBeouf was swinging on the vines with the monkeys. That was when my
in
Crystal
yeah, I
Skull.
got you, yeah.
In,
I was like, I didn't see the last Transformers, but is that in it? Right. No, I agree with you. Yes.
when Kevin Costner's like, "Don't save me. You have super speed."
Don't say me. You have super speed.
It's in the
You
middle
can
of a
totally-
crisis when things
yeah.
are already flying
You
around.
could excuse it. Like you could absolutely be like, "Oh my God, I got sucked up somehow. We landed 3 miles away, but we're okay."
Or just say, hey guys, look, there's another tornado right over there. You got it.
Yeah.
Well, there was also the thing, like, you could have just left the dog. Like, it's unfortunate, but it's,
Yeah.
it's a long in the tooth dog. You're just like, oh no, not the dog. Oh,
He's lived
Yeah.
a full life.
exactly.
It's a dog.
It was
Yeah.
a dog. Like, seriously, my father just died because, dog.
Right. And also the dad died with that like, no, let me do this. It's like, really? Because it's gonna fuck me up. Like, I know you're gonna be dead. This is gonna linger. Like, I'm not gonna be able to be okay. Right. Yeah. So my first dad died. Now I'm gonna let you voluntarily die, and I'm supposed to just live with this shit with the carrot top over here.
I'm gonna go home and kill mom.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, mom.
Complete.
Yep. Superman 2 should just be him. Any problem he has, he breaks their neck. That's it. Superman 2 is just like, Superman, you can't.
And everyone's like, "What are you doing?" It worked really
What are you
well.
talking about? You're welcome.
Just on a date with Lois, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, your heart was declined.
Yeah. He's just super Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Just does it everywhere.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
How Superman saves Metropolis by basically trashing the entire.
Destroying Metropolis.
Punch saw through the building, killed a couple hundred people
Yep.
in it. Like, hey.
I love that their fight scenes, were, because you're thinking like, all right, first of all, I know it's wrong. All I want to see is Superman as a kid not know his power and punch through a bully. And be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like when that bully was pushing him, I was like, oh, this is the scene. This is it.
Came really close.
I know.
Like, he's holding
He's holding the metal. Yeah. Oh, he started happening. I was like, oh my God, this is happening. Like I was so into it. And then it didn't. It didn't happen. I was so bummed. All I want to see is punch through somebody. And
Or just one
you know.
punch and you see that bully go
Yeah, just gone.
cut to the moon and he crosses.
Or he just turns into pink dust. Like he punches his face.
explosion.
Yeah, and nobody knows. Oh, it just sort of killed me.
And then he just learns that's how I solve problems now.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
It's a viable option.
Make fun of the new My Little Pony cartoon where the ponies turn into teenage girls.
Oh, I haven't even seen that.
I don't know. I'm listening.
No, I'm intrigued.
Uh,
Keep going. Keep going. Yes, exactly. Keep talking.
Ponies, teenage girls. How many children are going there?
Oh man.
I mean, they're turning into teenage
Sweet
girls
Jesus.
going out.
we have Tara Strong on the show quite a bit. So at some point, I'm sure we'll do a pony sketch. But as a bunch of dudes in a writer's room, we have
It's creepy. We're not all bronies up in
Yeah.
there with the My Little Pony fans.
maybe Zeb will go full brony
Yeah,
at some point.
he's close. He's just on the edge. You're a brony now. Deal with it. You want to direct the show? You're a brony. Okay. Embrace it.
We were talking about the short little interstitials, little 6-second one-offs, and I wanted to just ask you guys about your process, kind of getting this going. They said you got the 10 minutes of write-off, but they wanted me to tell you that one of the ones that always sticks out in my mind is Ben Franklin with the bow staff, trolling it around. Fuck.
Right.
And now I can't see the phrase "For America" without
Thinking of. It seems like we did our job.
Yeah, the original philosophy was it's going to feel as if you're flipping through the channels, so you're not going to get any moments that make sense. They're just going to be flashes. And so there's Ben Franklin with a bow staff for America. We don't know what happened before or after that moment, but we're going to just keep plugging along.
Have you ever thought about coming back to those? Like another scene, and the next scene is
They're within the studio. They're just sort of reviled now. Like
Channel
Matt
flips?
hates them, Seth hates them. The
flips?
early ones where it was like a monkey sticking a fork
Yeah.
into a
Yeah,
light
toast
socket.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody wants them back. Although I always liked them because they were easy to write.
Wait, do you mean the end? You mean the title card thing?
The
at the
channel
end?
flips.
Yeah.
No, the channel flips within the show.
Yeah.
Season 1, we meant
Yeah.
for them to be random and make no sense. Now they all have to be mini stories
Right.
that actually have a point and an ending.
Yeah, I liked it back when we had contests to see who could write the most channel flips in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And things like that. That was my favorite.
Yeah, the roundup was great.
They're my favorite. 'Cause
was
they're,
like-
you know,
brought me onto the show. Like,
Yeah.
it was toys moving and randomness, and that's why I like it, because it's 15 minutes, 10 minutes of just something where I can.
Tell Master and Blaster.
Yeah.
Do it.
We spoke to them, they left my card. So
That's dope.
I'll just give these back.
Yeah. We don't need those.
it only hurt a lot. So,
Put it with its microphone.
well, now it's hard.
Yeah.
How do you guys get the celebrity voices? Can the celebrities come in and do the voices? And how long does it take to do an episode on average?
Well, I mean, it's because we're such a weird assembly line. It's hard to say how long one episode takes. We do 20 episodes in 14 months, and the animation itself takes about 6 days per episode. So if we have 15 animators, each averaging about 8 to 10 seconds a day, we can crank out one episode in like 6. Well, it used to be 5 days. Now it's 6 days. And as far as getting voice talent in, it's just a lot of schmoozing.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes it's just not being afraid to ask, because there's a lot of people, a lot of actors who get sort of pigeonholed and never get to have any fun. They're always doing the same thing over and over, and they love coming in and getting to play 3 different random characters.
That they'd never get to do
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Any actor just can't come to you and go, man, can I do this?
We are working on one for this season that I can't share, but we were blown away.
You can share with me.
I will share it with you.
Okay.
But imagine if Queen Elizabeth turned out to be a huge Robot Chicken fan and
Yep.
said, "Can I please do a voice?" It's that level
Of
of notoriety,
class.
of
Okay.
fame.
All right.
Come on. That's good though. We should ask her.
I have to get going to my daughter. It's a good excuse.
Thank you very much.